Stop throwing your tiny fabric scraps away. Even the littlest scraps can actually be turned back into fabric. I've been saving a lot of these little itsy bitsy cutoffs, and what I ended up doing is putting them together and making them into fabric I used for this quilt here. Now there's a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to show you one that involves using this stuff, which is Heat and Bond Light. I only use this because I had bought it for another project a while ago. I wanted to use it up. You can actually do this without using any type of synthetic fusible. This Heat and Bond Light though makes it pretty easy. The other thing you'll need is just a really super lightweight like cotton. This is not an expensive quilting cotton, just like a cotton muslin that you can get for a couple dollars at the fabric store. So for this first part, you just need your scraps, and then you need your piece of fusible. And as you can see, the Heat and Bond Light has like a papery side and then like a shiny textured side. And you want to put your fabric down face on the shiny textured side. And then you're just going to stitch right along the very edge. And then you're going to fold it right back over. You're going to take another piece, do the exact same thing, put it right side down, but you want it to overlap the piece you've already done, stitch down along the edge, and then fold it over. Now I'm going to take a weird like triangle piece, again, do the exact same thing, face down, overlapping the other pieces, and I'm going to stitch right along the edge. There's no need to be exact. It's okay if the little frayed edges are showing, because again, later you're going to use the fusible. So this piece is after I've sewn a bunch more like little tiny pieces down. At this point, I'm even just placing like little triangles and little extra pieces around without even sewing them. So I'm going to take this parchment paper and lightly press it so the fusible melts into the fabric. Now when you turn it over, you still have this paper on the back, and this is probably similar if you've done like English paper piecing. You gotta kind of pull that paper out. I actually find this kind of fun. Now remember that lightweight cotton. You want to lay that over the back of your fabric where the fusible is. Make sure there are no big wrinkles, and then lightly press. You only have to do it for a couple seconds. Press that light cotton into the back. And when you turn it around, you've got kind of fabric. So now you can trim it. I actually wanted to keep the kind of wonky shape of this piece, so I just went around and trimmed like right along the edge, because I wasn't going to use this. Again, you saw that quilt at the beginning in a traditional quilt pattern. So now you have a piece of fabric. And that's it. I used that piece here for this kind of irregular quilt, but you could also use it just as easily for a more traditional quilt, cut it into squares or triangles, and just use it as you would any other fabric.